So the city has a program called YouthWorks.
YouthWorks is one of the largest summer jobs programs in the nation.
The mission of YouthWorks is to make sure that the young people who want to work in Baltimore get an opportunity to work.
We're helping young people as young as 14 up to 21.
This year we had over 16,500 young people apply to work in Baltimore, and we ended up with slots for nearly 9,000 or more.
They're working in hospitals, they're working at construction sites, they're working in restaurants.
They can be working in parks and recreation. They can end up working for the Department of Public Works.
They're working in their community to make their community better.
Because it's not just asking for a job, it's about going through the process of being interviewed, how you should look and dress when you go to work, what it is to be on time.
And it really helps them to get a focus for what they want to do, whether they're going to college or they're going on to a career. And that's a lot of what YouthWorks is about.
The program lasts 5 weeks.
It runs from the last week in June, the first session, runs to the end of July, and the second session runs the beginning of July into August. 5 hours a day typically, 5 days a week.
Each young person earns about $1,650.
And that money can be saved. It can be used for back to school, whether it's clothing or books or supplies. When you're with a young person on payday and you can't believe the look on their face, how proud they are, it's a big difference maker to the young adults and to their families.
And when our young people are productive, they're engaged in positive behavior. And that's what we want for all of our children. Because if we don't catch them early and help them to become productive members of our community, then they end up on the streets of our city doing things that we don't want them to do.
So we think of YouthWorks as a program for young teenagers, 14 to 21, and it is.
It's also important to our employers as well. BG&E, T. Rowe Price, University of Maryland, Johns Hopkins, all of our banks are engaged. There are so many companies in Baltimore that are involved in YouthWorks, including the Orioles.
The relationship with the Orioles really started with a meeting that the mayor had with John and Lou Angelos.
You know, in so many ways, what could be better than bringing a young person into a major league ballpark, an iconic ballpark like Camden Yards for their first job?
You know, we could barely contain the number of young people that wanted to have a chance to work in some capacity with the Orioles.
And the opportunity to bring young people into an environment and see what the possibilities are.
So we've got young adults in the ticket office, we've got young adults as greeters, we've got young adults with security.
Working on the event staff or as an usher, in the box office, on the grounds crew.
The 5 guys we have working with our crew from YouthWorks have been amazing. They've shown up every day, ready to work, making sure this turf is playable, rolling out the tarp, mowing the grass, helping with clay work in the mounds. I think we've had a great experience with the YouthWorks program. I couldn't have asked for a better group of guys to join our team.
Having a partnership with the Orioles and YouthWorks is just extraordinary.
We've had nothing but great experiences with bringing young people into a variety of positions. If we can do that for 100 kids this year and 200 next year, nothing could be more rewarding than that.
Orioles, thank you.
So what happens frequently with YouthWorks is that the young workers go into the environment and the employer falls in love with them.
I can recall one story that an employer shared with me, the story of a young man who missed his bus on his way to work. And he said it was a pouring down rainy day. This young man ran all the way to work, but he was on time, soaking wet, but on time. And what the employer said to me is, he's a keeper. He's still working for that company today. There are stories like that all over Baltimore.
I would encourage all private businesses in Baltimore and the state to consider ways that they can get involved with the Mayor's YouthWorks program.
I hope employers really understand how important YouthWorks is. It not only mentors and helps young people to work, it gives them an opportunity to be the very best that they can be.
And that's really changing lives.
YouthWorks has worked for the Orioles, and I think YouthWorks could work for your company as well.
Our goal is to make sure that every child who wants to work has the opportunity to work.